many people can listen to what I'm saying? How many can beat your chest and say, that is the person I'm going to become? Thank God for a new year that's coming. Resolutions are good, but one of the resolutions you need to make as a part of this foremost institute is to make up your mind that everything must be done what? The cost of work is what? Excellence. Okay? The third very important thing is what? Always winning. Now, not always winning. Always winning is good, okay? But in every single way. Can we get to your family and discover that you are a winner there? Can we get to your marriage and discover that you are a winner there? Can we leave you right now and go to your company, to your entrepreneurial enterprise, and get there and ask a staff about you, and they can really say, my boss is a winner? Can we talk to your driver? That's something that that doctor always says. He said, watch the way maybe a head of a company treats the driver. You can actually tell how he's going to treat a nation under him. You can tell how he's going to treat a ministry under him. So are you really always winning? So that's a question I think we need to think about. Okay? So one of the things that's actually pivotal for us is not don't win in one way, win in every way. Am I making sense? Now the last part is what? Productivity beyond what? Wow. I want us to, can you say the way I said it like as if I was rowing? Can everybody say that? Productivity beyond wow. I didn't hear that clearly. Productivity beyond what? Wow. Can we do that again? Productivity beyond what? Wow. Please, very important. Remember we said productive progress, but now productivity beyond wow. So it means that you are going an extra mile. If you are a leader before, we thumbs up for you. But we want you to get to what John C. Maxwell will call level 5 leaders. Very important. Remember what I said. One of the most important things about this issue is that we want from today ends for that anywhere you stand, you represent what? These 4 cardinal core values. And I can promise you, doctor is going to say that anywhere you want to see anybody that represents ILMMD, you are going to find what? This what? Level of excellence. So please, we need to make this a part of our culture. It's not just a core value for the, how many of you remember, the moment you get, become a part of this institute, it is no longer a property of the institute or the management. It's now your own property. Because let me ask one simple question. Permit me for just taking some few seconds. I can see children here. A lot of you are parents. How many of you will be so happy that in another 5 years from now, you won't have to look out, you won't have to tell your children about japaring, but rather they would want to go outside just to see the beauty of and be crying how to return back home. How many of you believe that should be your desire? So I promise you, if we begin to produce results that can be progressive in this country, and it starts from you, not from any other person. If we begin to produce excellence as the word course of work, if we begin to win in all ways, if we also become productive beyond wow, I can promise you we are producing a Nigeria that will truly be the envy of the rest part of the world. Am I making sense? Next slide, please. All right, so thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Ramosale. My name is Dr. Babate Akinade. I'm the Deputy Director of Protocol, ILMMD. So protocol. For the purpose of this investiture, this is the established protocol. The chairman, board of trustees, the board of trustees, the board of patrons, the board of management, distinguished fellows here present and designate, doctoral fellows here and designate, fellows here present and designate, executive members designate, full members designate, associate members designate, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen. Going forward, for the purpose of these investitures, all protocols duly observed. Can we all be on our feet as we take the next one? Thank you very much. So we're going to take this together. I'm sure we can all read. We can all see. All right, so can we take it? The ILMMD is the premium global and prestigious prestige professional body for leaders. Let's, please, can we start all over again? Sorry for that. Let's take it again. 1 to go. The ILMMD Premium Global and Prestige Professional Body for leaders, developmental executives, specialists, business experts, spokespersons, practitioners, administrators, consultants, entrepreneurs, politicians, philanthropists, ambassadors, coaches in every social endeavor, and who utilize leadership, manpower, that is human resources, and management as their most indispensable resource. All right, still standing. These are the vision of the Institute of Leadership, Management, and Manpower Development. First is to be the foremost prestige professional body for everything leadership, administration, and development in Africa and beyond. So we want to start shipping people out of Africa to the rest of the world. And of course, we know we've been doing that. And so we want you to be the next set of people that will take excellence to the rest of the world. To be the foremost professional body for the certification of spokespersons in development endeavors, and to develop our members into the most sought-after leaders, expert, executives, consultant, coaches, and spokespersons in leadership, manpower development, and management practices. Next, please. So we're going to take this together. Can we all go? 1 to go. The ILMMD is everything leadership. The ILMMD is everything administration. The ILMMD is everything development. Thank you. You can have your seat.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rachel Okikiola Abang, and I'm the Service Administrator for the Institute, Membership Services Administrator. The Institute of Leadership, Manpower, and Management Development, ILMMD, is an Alpha University. And we have a lot of people who have asked these questions over time. What is Alpha University? What does it mean? So here is what it actually means. Alpha being academic, professional, humanitarian association under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I hope we all understand now. Do we all understand now what Alpha University means? Okay. All right, so this is a professional body most revered for administrative and leadership prestige competences, with our membership composed of top, middle, and lower level executives and administrators, as well as leadership, manpower, and management development experts, specialists, coaches, consultants, trainers, and spokespersons. Our membership cadres are as follows: graduate, associate, executive, fellowship, doctoral fellowship, and distinguished fellowship. And we adopt everything leadership, everything administration, and everything development. The direct membership cadres of the ILMMD are, as you all are aware, we have the member, the fellow, doctoral fellow, and distinguished fellow, plus honorary doctorate conferment. So at this point, we would want each of the cadres to be recognized. So if you're for the distinguished fellow plus honorary doctorate, please could you rise up for recognition? Thank you. Right. Thank you very much. You may have your seat. Doctoral fellows, please. All right, thank you very much. Please have your seat. Fellows. Thank you, and please have your seat. And the members. Thank you very much for coming. Please have your seat. Now, each of these cadres is arrived at based on the educational level and years of work experience of the recipient. I'm sure we all got a call from the administrators of the institute, and you were told that the criteria for becoming a member of this institute are two things: your educational qualification and your years of work experience. Am I correct? Yes. So these are the requirements for joining the institute. That's why it is called direct membership induction. So these are the things we have told you about the phone, and we are saying it here again to emphasize, or for emphasis. Thank you. So each is arrived at based on the educational level and years of work experience of the recipient, or a myriad of contributions to society in view of philanthropy, politics, enterprise, and general development strides, which may or may not be traceable to career path. Thank you very much.
Hello. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Well, I believe apart from your well wishers, there is no face here who may probably seen this face in one video or the other. Hi, my name is Dr. Theophilus Cornerstone, Director of Membership Services, Institute of Leadership, Manpower, and Management Development, and by extension, the spokesman of the Institute. Am I correct? So please put your hands together for yourselves. Well, I must have to say that our chairman would have loved to be here today, but because he's also a man under authority, that's why he's not here. His name, by mention, this is the first time a lot of you will know the name of our chairman. His name is Pastor Vincent Ade Borioye. He is the Director of Personnel, the RCCG. So please put your hands together for him in absentia. A lot of you don't know. So that's why you saw me shaking my head the other time. Please, can you please put your hands together once again for him? I am grateful to God for my paths to have crossed with that man. I want to say thank you for making it a date here. There are a lot of people who are still on their way for the purpose of this investiture, and there are a lot of people who haven't still believed us of our agenda and our ideology in Nigeria, because some people still think this is scam. It's too good to be true. Am I correct? And so I'd like to thank you for risking your resources and your time to be here today. This program is currently being on social media for that purpose. The reason why leadership is like law is because there are so many things that you cannot popularize or put on news media and all the rest of them, and law and leadership happens to be one of them, because if it is for the highest bidder, of the one who can make the highest noise, hello, we may not be here. Am I correct? Am I correct? And so I'd like to say thank you. Well, it's my responsibility, therefore, to discuss the mission of the Institute of Leadership, Manpower, and Management Development. Now, we read the vision. Am I correct? We all stood to read the vision. Am I correct? The vision of the institution is what brought you here, but I want to say going out of this place is the mission you are taking from here. It is upon the mission that you are signing an oath or taking an oath. It's not the vision of the institute. The vision of the institute, the reason we ask you to stand up to read it is because so that you wouldn't say you didn't know why you were admitted. But right now, the mission of the institute is what you are taking with you, and it is your responsibility to understand in detail what this mission is all about. And I want to explain to you, as the Director of Membership Services, what this mission, at least to a certain level, I know it's all about. Is that taken? Is that taken? And so it is to solidify upright contemporary leadership, manpower, and management development practices across careers and corporate. I'd like to read again. To solidify upright contemporary leadership, manpower, and development practices across careers and corporates. It's very important for us to mention the word upright, because this institution is not interested in right and wrong. Hello? We are not so much interested in who knows the right thing to do. Hello? 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 who knows the right thing to do or the best thing to do. But we are interested in upright leadership positioning. There's a question relating to this for which we had to issue an official response concerning the group a lot of you belong to. Am I correct? And he was talking about what does this institute have to do in order to change leadership in Nigeria or the leadership narrative in Nigeria. And I want to let you know that now that you're a member, you've already taken a procession. Am I correct? With a procession, you're already a member of the institute. You're already a distinguished fellow of the institute. You're already a fellow of the cadre you so join in the institute. Am I correct? And so, but the thing we want to let you know here is the issue that concerns me and you from this day forward. It's called upright. 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 We want to let you know that there are three classes of a human being dealing with himself and others. The first class of your dealings is called private. The second class is called, or the next, not class, the next is called personal, and the third is called public. Now, have you known that Nigeria happens to be a place where religion is not actually winning the war against bad behavior? The reason why religion is not winning the war against bad behavior is because religion says we should take our private lives to public. That the way you live your private life, you should try and live it in public. That you should make sure you have integrity both in your private life, in your personal life, and in your public life. For the practice of leadership, ladies and gentlemen, that is wrong. And it's going to shock you. For the true practice of leadership, that's what is wrong. A society cannot progress if your privacy is seen in public. I'd like to let you know that there are still a lot of us here who do know that washing your dirty linen in public is a graveyard consequence. You hear what I said? That washing your linen in public makes it dirty, as long as you want to wash it. So society today, by the impact of religion, is asking you to live righteous, to live upright, and take your private to public. The answer is, for leadership practices, it don't work. What is supposed to work? You are supposed to live your private life that no other person knows about it. Live your personal life that no other person infringes on it, and live public life that you don't use to label another. Can I say it again? Live your private life that no one else knows about it. Whatever is secret should remain secret. That's why in other climes where religion is not the paramount for leadership, once your private life comes to the public, you resign. Because you are not resigning because of the job, you are resigning because of your person. My private life should not be discussed with public life. It's not because you're a good man or you want truth to prevail. You are just saying, I want my private life to be restricted to me. I am sorry it came out to the public. So, for example, if Cornerstone Theophilus or you, sir, has a wife that your wife does not know, it's private, it should remain private forever. You know why? The day it starts becoming personal, you are already a stupid man. Did you hear what I said? Not you. Your privacy is what? Your privacy. It dies at what? Privacy. And so people who want to be righteous in private life, bringing it into public, are in a hurry, and there is street light. He is righteous. But street light says red, he drives past. Street light that concerns me, you, I, everyone else, he disobeys it, but he's a righteous guy. He wants to make heaven. He pays his tithes. Good. Those are privacy.
You know why? I don't know how that benefits you for society, but I know how your public life affects me if you don't know how to obey traffic light. It therefore means if we are leaders who promote public life for public use, it therefore means one day people will so much respect our public spaces that they don't bring privacy to our public spaces. Do you know why your gutters are full of dirt? Because the man brings his privacy into the gutters. He's dirty outside, inside. He comes to put it in what? In gutters. And when the gutters are full, he comes to say, can you see? The government is not working. You don't need the man to let you know that uprightness means ability. If you can write it down, because they've given you stuff to write down. Uprightness means the willingness to use your public life to support rules and regulations. To use your public life to support rules and what? Regulations. Not to support progress. It's to what? Support what? Rules and what? Regulation. A country, a life that is in public, that is not driven by rules and regulations, is already a problem to another person. Let me give you an instance. We said this induction is for 11:30. Hello? We started at 1 o'clock. Did you hear us say we are sorry for starting early? Late? Did you hear that from us? Did you hear it from the person who started? Why? Why did we not say so? We were waiting for you. Our public life says we are not good at keeping time, but we'll make it 11:30. We are willing to wait for those people whose private life is still affecting. So you are a demon in your private life, thinking you want to be a spirit, a righteous man in public life. Whereas you are supposed to be a righteous man in public life. Even if you are a demon in private life, we don't care. It's private. You didn't hear what I said? Can I say it again? I need you to be a holy man in public dealing. If you are a demon in your private life, it's your business. So if you are a homosexual in your private life, hello, please come and work in my organization, but don't look at my bum bum. The day you start looking at my rub there, hello, you are a fool. You are no longer what? Upright. Uprightness is when the things that are filling your head are not disturbing me for my prosperity. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So uprightness is physical. It's not spiritual. It is what me and you have to practice tomorrow, starting from today. I know you like to smoke. Hello? But I'm sorry, when we are in plane together, it says don't smoke. Why? Respect my public life. After you leave the plane, and the plane had a taxi that was delayed, you can rush to your cigar. Hello? But in public life, keep it straight. All of us who enter planes are good people. True of us. What makes it good people? Because you have an upright behavior inside the plane. One of us did not enter, but they have already taken his pass. We say, let's do a head count. Am I correct? For the security of all of us. What we are looking for is a Nigeria where public behavior is better than private behavior. Madam, do you understand me now? We are looking for a Nigeria where public behavior is what? Better than private behavior. We are looking for a Nigeria where bigotry will no longer hold sway. What does it mean for bigotry to hold sway? Bigotry actually means your respect for the dialect of another person stronger and better than another person's dialect to be who leads us. But if we uphold upright behavior, hello, we will not be looking for whom to lead us from a tribal sentiment. Well, I'm already going above what I want to say. Please, write this number, the last down because of time. The leader is not one with a majority of followers, but but one whose majority of principles are worthy to be followed. Did you see that now? Please give us a biro. Okay, please, you can. That's the major concept by this institute. For those of us who heard comments about the Ibadan induction, hello, this was it. It is a major issue. The number, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7 and 8. Number 7 says the foundation of every leadership ideology is what? Religion. We believe that religion is of every leadership ideology because it is the best book, it's the best and oldest book ever written. Am I correct? Which book is older than the Bible and the Quran? Did you find it? Is there any book like that that's older than the Bible and the Quran? They all find themselves in the Quran. Am I correct? The interpretations of what we read today from any other book, even maths, is the Bible made simpler in another form. Hello? So we believe religion is the basis of any leadership ideology, whether good or what? Or evil. But when it comes to leader itself, we do not believe the one with a majority of followers is the one that is the leader. Our institute belief is the one whose majority of principles that are worthy to be followed is the leader. Can I say it again? The one with what? The majority of followers for us may not be the leader. If you think I lie, I'd like to ask you, there's a young man I know in Nigeria, he has over 10 million followers. Hello? But his words are not even clear. He's a singer. I asked my children not to listen to his music, lest you say follow him. He's got so much following. Hello? But he's got no principles. In the next few weeks, one of them will probably win a Grammy Award. Do you know the song? Shayo. He's got no principles. That's why you must never misunderstand fame for popularity. You can be very, very famous but not popular. What is popular? Hello? The word popular is a key word when it comes to leadership. Meaning ability. Hello? Listen to me. The word popular actually means water, clean water. How many of you have taken one today? I didn't hear you. How many of you have taken the word water? Popular actually means... Excuse me, don't let me hear myself like that. How many of you have taken water today? That's what it means to be popular. Meaning principles that find themselves in everyone, you are living it more. That's what popular. He's a popular preacher because he's not got scandal. Do you understand me? He's a popular what? Preacher. Because of all he preaches, there's no scandal about it on him. That makes him a popular preacher. But you can have a whole lot of following, but you're not leader. Is the one we want to vote for in the year 2023 worthy of your following by his principles? That's the question to ask. Hello? Some people say, don't discuss politics here. Let me tell you, the highest form of leadership is political leadership. Whoever takes all of us into public faith, hello, and leads us with the public faith is something to discuss about. And so I'd like to talk to you about the issue of public faith. Because what your public life protects is your public faith. Okay, let me not put this on. How many of you here got married in church? If you got married in church, please can you stand for recognition? Please clap for them. Please clap for them. Please sit down. Thank you. How many of you got your certificate of marriage 2 weeks after you got married in church? They said, it's not ready now. You have it later. You got it on the spot too. They gave it to me on the spot. Do you know what they told me? They said, take your problem home. You will soon find out. Take your public faith testimonial home. What you declared publicly that you just played about just now, this is the testimonial. Any day this woman is angry at you for living a life that does not portray that confession, he will wang it in your face. I'll tear it. A lot of people want to get out of their marriages, but they have made a public declaration about it. Hello? And you cannot just wave aside that public declaration because you declared it in the presence of a congregation. What happens to public faith is also the same thing that happens to voting. Once you have made a public declaration over a marriage, hello, you naturally live a life that is tailored to it. Once you make a public faith declaration by a voting, you actually do not really need to pray in the next 4 years. You didn't hear what I said. You are actually supposed to pray once by your public vote. Meaning, what a person votes for based on the institute's belief is that you don't vote for a candidate, you actually vote for his principles. Once you vote for his principles, hello, even if he doesn't win, these next 4 years, those principles will work for you. You didn't get what I said. If I follow a man based on his principles, hello, and the man died untimely, their principles did not die. For example, I had an opportunity of meeting my mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe, in the year 2009. He died a few years after. Hello? But I am the director of membership services after about 8 years of his death. He died, but his principles did not die with me. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So when you make a public vote, because that's actually what the word vote is, public faith declaration. So when you go to cast a vote, hello, what you did was a public faith in a principle that the person you are voting for exemplifies these principles, and this principle will work for society. That's what you went to do. But let me tell you, it starts working for you first. He's dead. How many of you know he's dead? I've been to places where I make presentations and say, do you know this man, Dr. Miles Monroe? I said, why do you ask? He says, there's an aura of his personality in you. It is the principles he has lived so well that are showing up on me. Same way, when you vote for a man, leader of your organization, leader of a group, leader of a country, what you are doing is this: oh God, oh universe, allow these principles to follow me home. Allow these principles to be my guiding path these next 4 years. So what happens is this: you vote for a man who can steal. Don't worry, thieves can come to your organization. You never knew, but you had actually supported theft by that vote. The man who can loot, but you say, no, he's from us. He wins. You see what you have said? He's what? One of us. Arawani. So once you say he's one of us, the universe says he is part of them. That principle you supported in him, you saw that made him opulent for your public declaration, follows you home. That's why the Institute says you will have to look beyond the opulence of a leader, the capacity of a leader to decide if he can lead you. If his principles are not worthy to be followed, you shouldn't be one of the people who is following. Is that taken? So when you see Dr. Theophilus Cornerstone being the director of membership services of a professional body, and the professional body does not have a registrar, you should have questions. That's the question I would have loved people to ask, rather than asking me, why are they not serving food? The registrar of a professional body is the ceremonial person over the professional body. He doesn't do nothing. I don't want waste. So I am a person of prudence. Today I was speaking to someone, I said, said, yeah, integrity is very sacrosanct. I said, I don't have it. Said, why? I said, I think I have prudence. I don't have what? He said, why? I said, I don't know what it means. What I have is what? It goes with me everywhere. Hello? I would have loved to use the institute's money to buy my what? My suit. Hello? In order for it to be legal, I bought the suit for everybody. You like that? Hello? Do you understand that issue? I made, okay, let's tell Oga that we want to buy suit for everybody. And I said, sir, we want to buy suit. But you have been saying it now. Yes, sir, let's start it now. This is the 20th. Do you understand what I'm saying? Adventure, you don't know. This is actually the color of the institute. When we invite you next year for our mandatory and compulsory professional development, this is the kind of cloth we expect you to wear. So imagine if we were in this hall, all filled up, and everyone is wearing this kind of suit. What kind of order will it bring? It will bring a different aura. Am I correct? That's the kind of person I am. I am a person of prudence. It's easier to follow a person who is prudent than follow a person who has integrity. For what? Hello? I am a person that is open. You know why? You know why? I don't know how to use my brain to entertain a lie. If you ask me, Oga, ask me, do you have a side chick?
Do you have a side chick?
It's not for you to know. It's private. You can kill me telling you it's not for you to what? To know. If you ask me that question in 22 years' time, I will not want to remember what I said. I know what I said. The answer is, it's not for what? You to know. And if you say, I know you don't have. I think you don't have a side chick. Do you know what I will do? I'll start running from you. So you have known my private life so well. It means I'm not a fool. Do you understand that now? That's what prudence is. I am prudential with information, with resources, and with people. If you came to tell me something that relates, thank you very much, that relates to your private life, to my public life, once my sense tells me it is your private life you are discussing with me, hello, I am hearing you, I'm not listening. In fact, I can give a gesticulation that made you feel, Kogbomi. Okay, so he now said what? He said, no, it's me you are talking about. Oh, you? Because I don't want you to go and I don't want you to leave my office and I remembered what you said. It's your private life. You are a fool talking to me about it. Did you hear me? When I am not your counselor has a fiduciary responsibility to keep your information as though he didn't hear it, though working with it. Am I correct? If I am not in that respect, then I am not your leader. So you must know that people that have got principles are worthy to be followed. You will get to heaven and realize that a lot of people with great following did not make it to the best seats. I didn't say they didn't make heaven. I said they didn't make it to the what? To the best seats. Because when it comes to leadership, it's really about principles. It's about principles. For example, God will not give you a car. He doesn't make one. You know what he gives? He gives speed. If a car is needed in speed, you will find a car. Do you understand what I'm saying now? He don't give cars. So if you look at someone telling you that, ladies and gentlemen, if I be the head of this organization, if I be the head of that organization, if I become the head of Nigeria, car production will be very cheap. It's not something to vote for. You know why? Car production is already cheap elsewhere. Hello? We are looking for people whose principles will make car production, hello, not easier or difficult. Will make car usage in Nigeria to be less. That's what we are looking for. Okay, are you now surprised about principles? Someone says, when I become your president, cars will be cheaper. Hello? No, we are looking for returning to bicycles. That is the one we want. Because the roads of Nigeria, hello, does not actually need us to spend so much to produce for cars. We need roads that can entertain what? Bicycles. You think it's foolish? A country like Nigeria, full of bicycles, is highly productive. You see I'm sweating? Do you know what's causing this? a lack of a person who is doing an executive job without exercise. The place I came from today is Oshodi. Oshodi without Third Mainland Bridge is 25 minutes on the bicycle. With or without Third Mainland Bridge. Hello? Imagine if it was 100,000 bicycles that went through the Third Mainland Bridge. Will the Third Mainland Bridge fill it? Will you be repairing it in 2 years' time? But you see, while on the Third Mainland Bridge, our car had so many people full inside, but we saw a woman driving alone to the office. Another one alone to the office. 35 of them alone to the office. I'd like to tell you, a car that 35 people can take is just one bus, two of us. So someone comes to tell you in Nigeria, when I become president, cars will be cheaper. This is one who wants to multiply problems for Nigeria. When Mr. Felix can get better cars, get loans for better cars. No. We're looking for the one who will reduce cars. Hello? You now understand principles now. A man of principles is a man who looks at you and say, what am I wearing? What am I wearing? I didn't hear you. No, a man of principles says his cloth. Whatever you call is your business. Is what? Whatever you are calling it is what? He wears black. He wears blue alone. People of principles, you know. If I come to your house wearing this cloth I wore, and I'm not worthy, close your door. But you see, when you are so productive, hello, and the principles are working for you, your selfishness so becomes what people copy. Do you know what is the word saving in Greek? Hello? It means selfish in finance. True of us. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Am I correct? The word saving in Greek means a man who is selfish with money. And so please, ladies and gentlemen, as we discuss the Institute of Leadership, Manpower Management Development, we know where your course has taken you is big. But you see, the greatness we are looking for is the greatness that your principles took others to. When I was in the university, this man happens to be a magistrate court personnel. He was the head of the magistrate court in a place called Ago Iwoye. So one day, I saw him, and I said, sir, how are you, sir? He said, fine. I said, are you sure? He said, well, it's fine until I get to the court. He didn't hear what I said. He said, fine until I what? I said, sir, that's what I came to ask you. How do you know who is saying the truth in court? He said, Cornerstone, when I come back today, I will answer you. It's a whole day discussion. So, the following day, I thought he had forgotten. It was a Saturday. He came to me, said, follow me. I want to tell you how we know the people who are what? Saying the truth. He said, for some people, they have to use extraterrestrial power to know. And he called it Onishegun. For those of you who speak Yoruba, am I correct? He said, because the person who wants to benefit from a lie has not relented. You don't get it. He is coming at you with a form of power that your own power needs to overcome. And so you sometimes have to equip yourself with Onishegun in order for you to withstand that power. Next thing you have to understand is this. And when he said this, I almost fell down. He said that the way we know who is saying the truth, hello, is we look at who does not have something to lose. You don't get it. I didn't hear you. He has nothing at stake. He says it comes like this. Oga, they said you kill so, and so. Hey, what's your son name? Did you kill him? I know already. Whatever you ask him, the words are too short. Did you hear what I said? He is already looking for the verdict. You don't get it. A person who didn't do bad, hello, once he enters the court, he wants everything to be summarized. I know I didn't do it. Can you just give your judgment while I continue my life with the verdict? The person who does it wants to extend the verdict, the time of the verdict. Want to argue more. I don't do that nonsense. The person who is actually immersed in a trouble he doesn't know about will still not know about it when he's talking. Hello? A man who is principally followed, not crowdly followed, hello, is a man with lesser words. If your words are many from today in leading other people, please examine yourself. Because it means it was not clear in your mind, you are belaboring others. Did you hear what I said? It's not clear in your mind, you're what? No matter how people talk to me about food, concerning a public event, hello, as long as you start talking about food, you are talking to a dead being. I am that dead being. Did you hear what I said? When you are true, thank you for your talk. Can I go now? Because as a man who knows the truth, okay, yes, oh, thank you, sir. Bye-bye. You have a life to protect from today. Please, these three things are very important now. Number one, please write it down. You have got scandal to protect for your private life. Scandal to protect concerning your what? Private life. How do you protect yourself from scandal from this day? We always say it. If you are a member of this institute, to the cadres you are, and you do have a car, how to manage your car is where scandal protection starts. I know a lot of you who used to help people by the roadside, take people on the roadside, or John Raw. We're in Yoruba land, am I correct? Let me help him or her to where he or she is going. You will have to do that right now with more sense. Anyone you want to help to a lift and your back seat is not empty, please don't. You hear what I said? And number two, if you are driving either as a male or a female, you are the one on the driver's seat. Whoever you cannot vouch for must not sit on your right side. Because a picture of you with a mistress is enough for us to legally call for these gowns you are wearing. You didn't get what I said. Did you get that? I will say it again for clarity's sake. If I am on the driver's seat, hello, and our administrator is in the car, hello, Rachel, please come. Please put your hands together for our wonderful lady. If I am on the driver's seat, hello, hello, okay, please. My personal driver came with us. Can you please come? Come. Do you like the way he's dressed? Hello. That's how we take care of our own. Hello. So that when the day the bullet is coming, the man shooting it will not know who to fire. Oh, you think he's doing good alone? Oh. If you do good, evil will also protect you. When you do good consistently, when evil is coming, good is enough to protect you. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is on the driver's seat. Hello? Once this lady enters the car, do you know where I go? To the back seat. Did you hear that? Once she's where? In the car, I go to where? You want to see a person with a mistress? I just came with one. Did you get it now? But if another person is in the vehicle, hello, I go to the front seat, that person sits at the back. You know why? If I am in the front seat with the shade of a lady at the back, and the picture of my car is sent to that group, hello, what do you say? Dismiss him. Am I correct? But when you see a picture of a man by side with a woman, he has got an explanation. You have to give him ears. Am I correct? True or false? So when you are on, please thank you, put your hands together for them. So when you are on your car or in your car, the protection against scandal talks about your mirror. Whom can be seen in your mirror for us to have a picture of your private life and believe you don't qualify to be part of us? So if your husband is not in that place, don't you think any other picture that comes, you will not have an answer to us? Who is a lawyer here? Okay, put your hands together for this girl. Thank you very much. Please, you are a lawyer, sir. Am I speaking rubbish? What do they call it? Your picture against our words. True or false? Is your picture against our ideology. So anyone who wants to mess you up right now can start with a scandal. Please, rest assured that the one you receive today is no lesser than the one from university. This one has more concern. You know why? An association of your like minds gave it to you. You didn't hear what I said. Hello? Have you ever seen a university where the profile of the person getting a PhD was taken before they gave him PhD? It is his work that is tendered. That work can be useless immediately leaves the gate. Am I correct? How many of you are using the one you wrote in your BSc? Sometimes there's no difference. Did you hear what I said? But this one, while considering your own, we were considering your own. If his own was more than your own, and he has a whole lot of reason to be more than your own, we drop you and look for another one. If both of you are the same, we put you in. We start begging you to come. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So a professional body gives of like minds by an association. It has more recognition. That's why when you get to a university, you see things like Institute of Social and Management Sciences. It's because of that. Without that institute mentioned in the university, they can't give honorary doctorates. Because universities are called proficiency without practice. Is that correct? When you got your BSc, where was the practice? That's why it's called, to a certain degree of knowledge, we are admitting you to be a social scientist. True or false? And this degree of knowledge is in first, second, third class, and let him go. Do you understand what we are saying now? So for you now, the first thing you know is that you must definitely prevent yourself from scandal. And scandal is when you don't know how to manage your private life well. It is your right to tell anyone about your private life that you want it to remain private life. So whatever connects me with you, I resign. Did you hear what I said? For example, a man is told, we saw that you have a mistress that you have been keeping, and we just knew now. Hello? I still want it to be what? A private life. This your pencil that I used to sign for you people, I drop it. I want my private what? Life. Do you understand what I'm saying? The reason why the public is becoming more useless in Nigeria is because that person will still be presiding over issues. The almighty NBA asked a man to recuse himself from participating at a very, very important event because of a letter of scandal written by somebody. He still went ahead. The NBA said, okay, we are not going to that program. That's to tell you how privacy is very important, and the issue of scandal is very, very is key. Hello? And so I'd like to tell you, in case you have a private mistress, and the private mistress decides to confess what you have been doing in privacy, you have a right to sue her. Oga, I lie? You have a right to sue what? And for a very big damage. Because private life is what? Private life. But In case the private life gives birth to something public, you have lost your right. For example, if she has a baby for you, we cannot hide the baby forever. Lawyer, I correct? Because you cannot allow that child to be fatherless when the father is still alive. Do you understand what I'm saying now? You have to protect your life from serious decadence when it comes to issues relating to what I just discussed about. Scandal. It is the only challenge with you. Because from this day forward, today you will sleep. Someone will call you doctor, mocking you. Ah, doctor. Tomorrow, another person will call you doctor, being serious and mocking. In the office, in the 1 week, doc. By 1 month, doctor. Doc, how are you? By 1 year, doctor. Doc. Everywhere you go, doctor. Nobody said may be able to remember your name after 2 years. By the 3rd year, 4th year, you realize that any other thing requiring people to sign privilege papers, to open special doors, to make some special calls, the word doc makes you just enter very easily. So what you are getting right now, for some of you, for some of you might be, oh, it's a child's play. For those of us who are already in the field, we know that it starts getting done on you when you enter certain doors and they say, Dr. Akpamusheshe Falarungbon is here. And they said, Doctor, please, I don't know him, please, let him in. He don't finish. I am the one to supply those documents and those papers, those stuff, and I felt like I should see you one-on-one. Oh, thank you very much, sir. You had even the right to come. Yeah, well, we do that. You don't know the level of grace you are bringing to your public life right now. You don't. This day forward, I'd like to let you know, in case you want to approach a political party for registration, hello, and the political party has closed membership, by reason of bearing this doctor, it will open paper for you. It's called self-recognition. True or false, sir? You want to travel out of this country and the paper had been very, very difficult. This is time to write the British High Commissioner and say, I have just been recognized in my profession and this is the letter. I want to travel in 3 months' time. I want you to know me. Oga, I lie. By that self-recognition, it's already flowing. Hello? In case you want to borrow money, you can write the bank manager and say, by the kind of extreme nature I now have in society, I want 1 million naira. I will pay so and so day. I am putting my certificate in question for that purpose. So you don't know the benefit you have brought to yourself, but the only thing that can raise it overnight is a scandal. Because once we hear about you that you are scandalous, hello, we will do everything possible to withdraw it. There's one man who is contesting for deputy governor in this Nigeria now. He has not finished payment for the distinguished fellow we gave him because the doctorate is free. I think you know that. Hello? The distinguished we gave you, hello? The institute did not collect money from you. It's an honor bestowed on you by the institute. What we collected money for is the distinguished fellow. And the gown we give you because we cannot produce your gown for you. So you are not paying for what? The doctorate. But we feel that in the future, the level to which this doctorate has taken you, you can make a call to the person who is the director of membership services. At that time I say, Oga, this thing has benefited me a lot. Can we move the institute forward? So none of you was asked to pay anything for the purpose. Can you imagine we are leaders and we are selling it? Will I stand before you now and say upright? The highest donation we have received for the purpose of a leadership certificate, a honorary doctorate conferment was last year. Am I correct? A 1 million naira donation. Hello? The woman stood up there and did it herself. True or false? That's how we do it. Because to make upright behavior public, we have to do everything public. So ladies and gentlemen, I can speak on and on, but the last thing I'd like to tell you is this. We want you to know that if you are a man here getting this certification, or you are a woman, that the person who actually got it is your spouse. You didn't get what I said. If you're a woman here, it means you are married to a man. If that man is not here, or is not wearing the gown for you, with you, know that it is that man that actually the dedication of this award belongs to. You can never be available for an honor when the house is not conducive to receive it. So if you have never given respect to your spouse, this honor should make you do so. Because you came here today, the thing that did not make you not to come late was not because your wife refused you coming. It was because the hold-up refused you coming. True of us. If you are in a house where there is no peace, you will know how important this award is. So because of this, after taking the oath, we want to discuss for our content today what it means to live in an environment that promotes peace. Hello? There is a statement that is common to me, and I want to see if I can change it today, madam. And what is the statement? I still said it to Dr. Babataye yesterday evening. Dr. Babataye, what did I say? I said, young man, I don't run from trouble. I always say it, but I want to see if I can what? Change my mind today. Because I always feel that trouble should be one of the demons that should be afraid of me. And if I now see the trouble in a human being, I face the human. That's the way I used to see things. Hello? But I'd like to let you know that the thing you are supposed to do from this day forward is to make sure this is not the only cup that enters your family. The cup of honor that enters into your family. So you are to make that house peaceful for more cups to enter. Did you hear what I said? You are to make that house joyful to make more of this cup to enter. There is this research that says that if you want a cup of honor at the age of 52, hello, if that house is peaceful more, your child can actually win it 20 years lesser. Am I correct? If truly he bears your gene and that environment is peaceful, that house is peaceful, he can actually attain that feat 20 years lesser. I'd like to ask you, there are two men whose lives are showing exemplariness in Nigeria as we speak today. One is on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. One is on one place that leads to Cotonou, Kenanland. Are you getting me? One's son spoke yesterday. And when the man was speaking, let me act a little bit. The one that I want to tell you, Oga, I want to hear your son, please. Did you hear what I said? You have to receive. Oga, wait, your son is speaking it better. You didn't get what I said. You didn't hear what I said. The scripture says this, and the young boy just come and say, your Bible's with me too. So and so. Three things are key for you to grab the power of the Spirit here today. 1, 2, 3. Baba is still shouting. Hello? You can never do it better with your arcade capability compared to the young man who has got all strength with him. Please, look at someone that is wearing the same kind of clothes and say, please make it cheaper. Say it again, say make it cheaper. Make it easier. Make it better for the next generation. Thank you. So we want to take the oath, please. Can everybody stand? Before we take the oath, I'd like to let you know that the procession has taken care of everybody who came into this hall dressed this way. Now, please, I want you to know that by reason of that procession, we are not supposed to dress you again. Are you getting me? Because we are supposed to be calling you here and wearing gown on you and wearing gown on you. That's why I'm not wearing any gown. So I will call on Dr. Tony Abang and Pastor Emeka to please step forward. Please step forward. Thank you. Please put your hands together for them. Please, one stay here and one stay here. They are the representatives of the Board of Trustees for this purpose. Hello? Hello? There are a lot of representatives on this board. There are some of them who didn't go to school at all. All they use is common sense. Koda, koda. Did you hear that? Hello? So, for the purpose of this, I am going to say I, and we expect you to put your name. Is that taken? Number 2, where we get to your hello, please know that doctorate degree is not a cadre in this institute. It's an honor. It is distinguished fellow that is a cadre. We can as well give you a honorary doctorate, but you are not a member of our professional body. So that we will not lose track of you, that's why we give you the distinguished fellow and use the doctorate to honor you. Is that taken? Hello? So when we reach there, it's going to be something like this. I solemnly accept to be. The people who are members, we say members. The people who are fellows, we say fellows. The people who are doctoral fellows, we say what? Doctoral fellow. The people who are distinguished fellow is what? But you will wait for somebody to say member first. Is that taken? So I accept to be. Everybody keep quiet. Those who are members will say what? Members. Then those who are fellows will say what? Those who are doctoral fellows will say what? Okay. So, thank you. I, according to the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, please, I will read and you will follow me. Let's take it again. 1 to go. I, according to the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as entrenched in Comma 1, Article 59, 1990, and now 2020, and extended to the Institute of Leadership, Manpower, and Management Development via same, as well as according to the bylaws of the Institute of Leadership, Manpower, and Management Development, having satisfied the requirements for membership, I do hereby solemnly accept to be okay, I take it again. Having satisfied the requirements for membership, I do hereby solemnly accept to be member, fellow, doctoral fellow, distinguished fellow, to uphold professionalism in every role I play, using the Institute of Leadership, Manpower, and Management Development certification and membership, and to show utmost integrity in my dealings with others in view of the Institute of Leadership, Manpower, and Management Development, and to contribute. Are you now low? 1 to go. And to contribute to the development of the Institute of Leadership, Manpower, and Management Development in obeying its preferences, laws. So help me God. Put your hands together for yourselves. Please go back to the first. Please sit down. Thank you. You can. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe in a peaceful environment for leadership to thrive. We will have to admit for a presentation this morning a very important topic for discussion, and that is what the Institute refers to as prosperity in peace. Hello? Hello? The Institute of Leadership Manpower Management Development believes that a lot of things can happen without peace, but not a lot of progress can be made without peace. Can I say it again? A lot of things can what? Without peace, but not a lot of progress can be made without peace. And the greatest impact of peace on society begins with leaders. Am I correct? That's why we are taking this paper. It's going to be delivered by one of our own. She's called the Peace Connoisseur and the Peaceful Parenting Coach. She's the pioneer of peaceful parenting coaching in Nigeria, founder of God Parenting Place, the creator of Peaceful Parenting Hub, and the Peaceful Leadership. She is a professional family parenting educator, ardent leadership expert, emotional intelligence practitioner, and author. She is the creator of the Peaceful Model Framework for raising individuals, parents, and business leaders for peaceful leadership at home, in the workplace, and in the nation for a peaceful world. Ladies and gentlemen, she was awarded for her philanthropy acts to the Monolith Homes in Lagos Island SCDA for pushing the gospel of peace. With her competencies over the years, she has positively affected thousands of families by managing mental health concerns, improving communication, and finding peaceful, positive, and respectful solutions to the dynamic living of different families. She has equally equipped thousands of leaders and several corporate bodies internationally and locally, both as an employee and an employer, on the effective ways of leading peacefully at the workplace using emotional intelligence, corporate leadership, and positive psychology tools to maximize their potential at work. Ladies and gentlemen, this person who will be speaking to us, for want of time, probably 25 minutes, she is a certified professional parenting coach from the Academy of Parenting Institute, Portofino, Menifee, California, USA, a certified John Maxwell parenting and family coach, and the only redirecting children's behavior instructor in Nigeria, representing Redirecting Children's Behavior International, Florida, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know her, she has featured in various prints such as Fox 40, WBOC, The Guardian, The Punch, This Day, Business Day, The Vanguard, Leadership, and other paper prints with multiple interviews on national television stations. I want to pause here. All of you that was given this role, that was given these awards, something stands out from all of you. I think you know so. It's just one person we are reading now. There are some of you here who are entrepreneurs. You are producing. Am I correct? An entrepreneur can never escape being a philanthropist. True of us. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know her, I'd like to introduce. And for those of you who do know her,
I'd like to present. But before I present, I'd like to let you know she is the managing director of Gabby's Alternative Limited, that bettered Gal Consulting International, a leadership consulting outfit, Gal Parenting Place, Gal Logistic, Gal Dreadlocks Products, and Gal NGO that caters to the needs of the children in our partner orphanages. She is one of the board of directors of the Power Woman Network, Enigma Initiatives, and Joe Productions. She is the author of Peaceful Parenting, Parenting with Self-Awareness, number 1. Number 2, Why Do Children Lie? Number 3, Emotions on Parenting, and You and Your Emotions books. Ladies and gentlemen, as she stands to her feet, may I therefore recognize to the podium as she takes us on her journey into emotional intelligence as a tool for peaceful leadership. Doctor, she has already taken the oath, am I correct? Please, Dr. Abimbola Olayinka, please to the high table. Thank you. And to the microphone too. Before we start, you will see that we are the only institution who don't use high table. We left it there. Did you see it? Because it was a procession we are going to use to enter. Is that taken now? Thank you. Please put your hands together for her.
Thank you very much, sir. Good job, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon once again, my colleagues. Could you please stand up, please? Let's just stand up. Thank you. So I will need you to look to your right and say congratulations to the person beside you. Look to your left and say congratulations to the person beside you. So then touch yourself and say congratulations, I'm a doctor. It's not easy. So I need us all to give ourselves a round of applause. Please do that. And that is the truth. You need your peace to be in peace, to function in peace. And the peace desire that you desire from your wife, you desire from your home, actually begins with